In today's brand new Sexted,
William's live from New York City.
Jordan's still in London.
And there are dilemmas about olive oil, dinner formations, and who should do the washing up. Hello and welcome to Help I Sexted My Boss, the podcast where we help you navigate the challenges of modern life, answering your 21st century questions and finding solutions to everyday dilemmas, like what do you do if a family member doesn't send you the birthday money that they promised? And what should you do if your best friend can't pronounce paddle correctly?
Padel.
It's not his fault, but it's fine. And what should you do if you've accidentally sexted your boss? But we're not usually agony aunt, are we? William Hanson, the UK's leading etiquette expert.
No, we're not Jordan North Capital Breakfast host, but before we go any further today, I think we need a bit more of a fanfare to mark this landmark episode.
Coming to you live from New York City, it's William Hanson.
Oh, isn't that nice? I feel like I'm on the Tonight Show or something.
That was very impressive, actually. I'm currently here at the studios in London, which apparently everyone knows the address of.
Well, Jordan, before we go any further, just so you don't feel left out, we've got something for you as well.
What?
And live from Farringdon, Jordan North.
Is that it? Who's doing the voice there?
That's Jump Cut Jack's brother-in-law, James.
Oh, okay. Why?
So, thank you, Jump Cut James, I believe.
Jump cut jet. How many people haven't we got on the bloody payroll here?
No, I think he just did that as a favour.
Oh, we'll tell him thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm in the studio in London, and William's currently recording in his travel lodge in New York.
My travel tavern.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we go back to the regular format?
Yeah, okay. But we're not usually agony aunts. Are we, William Hanson, the UK's leading etiquette expert?
No, we're not Jordan North, Capital Radio presenter. I'm more nobility, you're more knowability.
I mean,
No, that's not true, but it is from James. So thank you, James.
bit on the cuff, innit? I mean, I'm happy for it to keep it in, but God, all right.
But look, you've made a career out of it. So
yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't knock
That
it.
reminds me, I've got... Oh, no. I'll ask you how your week's been, first of all.
Okay. Do you know, I've just... Talking of the format, why the flip did I not pack gin and debonnaire? Because I've got to do a toast now, and I don't have any gin and debonnaire.
I'm sure you've got some drinks in that hotel room.
True. I mean, I've got a glass of stiff New York's finest here, so I could have that.
So why are you holding your mic like that? What have you got? I'm going to pour myself. So
Yeah, you pour yourself. I can't pour the gin.
you explain why you're in New York, first of all. Explain why you couldn't make this recording today.
Well, don't say it like that. I mean, this has been in the diary for months. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but last year and this year I've got a book out, and it has been the launch of the North American edition of Just Good Manners. And so I have had to come over here for press and some book events, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But I will be back in London sitting opposite you next week.
And I couldn't record last week because my TV career is slowly taking off again. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to watching the last series of that programme that you filmed this year.
seriously, if this show gets cancelled, it's been on so long, it's literally like a staple. If I go on this show and it gets cancelled, I am done. I am done with telly. And there's a chance it might. No, I'm
Yes.
joking.
That's funny. So yeah, no, I'm over here, and I also should say thank you to everyone at Audio Always who has made this possible for us to record like this. The technical setup is basically like NASA, I believe, both here in New York and also with you in London.
Will the audio sound different on the actual episode, Ben? Put your book there.
Hi guys.
Hi.
It will sound a bit different.
It'll sound a bit different.
Yeah.
It'll sound like the old days. Do you know we've not done a remote record? Because a lot of podcasts do just like some of my favourite podcasts, just recording the bedrooms and stuff. We've not done one since COVID.
No, I know. I was listening to The Rest is Entertainment yesterday, and Richard Osman was in like Bologna or something, and you could hear half of Bologna out the window.
Lucky Bologna.
So
Is that his wife?
No.
What's Bologna?
Bologna it's where
She married
bolognese.
to Trump.
No. Not yet. It's where it's a place in Italy, home of bolognese.
Oh, really?
Yes, indeed. That's where you get it from.
Is there a place called Lasagna in Italy?
Yes, it's just next to Cacio e Pepe.
Is it? I don't know.
No, it's next to Pisa.
Pisa.
Yeah, well,
is that
is-
where pizza comes from?
my
Shut
God.
up.
Do I feel an etiquetteemology coming on at some point?
Is that where pizza comes from? Pizza.
I don't know. I was
No,
trying to be
random
funny.
reference.
I doubt it, but Bologna is.
Look at my hair. It looks all mushroomy, doesn't it? I don't like being able to see myself.
Is it the curl cream?
Yeah. Anyway, so go on.
Let's do a toast
yeah,
whilst
who we
you've got your
toasting to?
toast. We're going to toast Brianna, who messaged in to say, "Hi, William and Jordan and the team. I was recommended this podcast by a friend 2 years ago, just as I began my master's degree in the United States. Having two very English individuals to listen to each week really helped me stay connected to the UK, particularly as I lived with three girls from LA who would occasionally sing their sorority songs and spoke just like they do in the movies. I'm proud to say that I've just graduated from Yale University. Wow.
Oh, wow.
With a master's in science, and I'd like to dedicate part of this achievement to you both. We'll take it, as well as to the Sexted team. Thank you for the laughs and advice that kept me going throughout my degree. Keep doing what you do best, and know that you've been highly recommended to many students and professors at Yale by yours truly." Well, thank you, Brianna. This is for you.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Oh, I wonder if she's met Rory Stewart. He teaches at Yale. He's one of my favourite podcast co-hosts.
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe
if you've
she
met
has.
Rory Stewart, tell him to listen to us. That'd be great. I'd love to meet Rory.
I'm sure it can be arranged, Jordan.
I know Alistair pretty well.
Yes, I know. He's the sort of head of Burnley, isn't he?
Sure, yeah. Anyway, go on. What have you been up to in New York City?
Well, at time of recording, last night I did my official book launch in North America, which was terribly exciting.
And how did it go?
Went very well. We had a packed house, lots of G&Divas, which was lovely. Lovely to meet everybody. Lots of people saying, "When are you going to bring Jordan to New York?"
I've been before.
No, I know, but like officially, like in a capacity where, we can do a podcast or something. So there's an appetite, Jordan.
I won't get a visa out there, not with my past.
No, true.
I've got a visa. I've got an American working visa for when I worked in Florida.
Oh, yes, true. Yes,
Yeah.
but does that still work? Is that
I
still...
think so. Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
still.
Well, we'll have a go. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time you've been denied entry, but we'll give it another go.
By an American. Yeah, what else you been doing? But congratulations. I'm genuinely, I'm really, really proud of you. I was going to
bless
send
you,
some
stop it.
I was going to send some flowers, but there was no point because you were in New York.
Yes, well, no, thank you. They would have died probably by the time they got over here, but or indeed be dead by the time I got back home. But thank you, that's very kind. It's quite an achievement, really. I mean, I put something on Instagram a few weeks ago. I had American family, or have American family, and so a lot of my childhood in summer holidays was spent coming over to America to see them. And one of my favourite things to do was always get to go to the local bookshop wherever they lived, and they moved all around America, and just like picking up American books. Have you ever picked up an American edition of a book? Because they feel there's something about American books, they feel a bit different. The paper's slightly different.
They're made different, aren't they?
Yeah. Some people don't like it, but I really like it. And so to sort of have my own version of an American book is, it was quite overwhelming. And I went into a bookshop here in New York that I have been into many times, and there it was on the shelf. And I was very un-British, but I'm picking up the American, pat yourself on the back mentality, and I did pat myself on the back.
Good for you. What does it take to be a New York Times bestseller? Because you're a Sunday Times bestseller. Will you be a New York Times bestseller?
Well, I don't know. At time of recording, my book's been out for 24 hours, so it's going to take more than 24 hours of sales. But I don't know.
Chance?
I don't know. No one's told me anything, so I have absolutely no idea. But just to have a book out here, I'm very grateful for. But America, you've just done New York, haven't you?
Well, Christmas.
Oh, in Florida.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean in America? No, I've been Chicago.
Mikey and his mum were out with me last week, and we did some driving from New York. We drove to Rhode Island and Boston and did a bit of a road trip, which was lovely. And if you may recall, when I was in Singapore a few years ago, I quite liked the rhyming couplets that they had on the Singapore tube equivalent, such as please give up your seat and be sweet, I think was one. Bag on the floor, there's room for more. And then bizarrely, if you molest, we will arrest.
That was
genuinely, that's
that
the
was
sign.
Yeah.
They've got them over here now too, and it literally was
Really?
the highlight of my drive from New York to Rhode Island. We've got Connecticut, as we drove through, had drive sober or get pulled over. Fun. You remember it. They also had click it or ticket, presumably with a seatbelt.
Yeah.
Click your seatbelt or you get a ticket. And Rhode Island had don't start summer in the slammer. Again, doesn't quite rhyme, but they've given it their best shot.
Don't start summer in the slammer works.
Yeah. I think it's quite fun. So I think that's what we should do in the UK. We do all our sort of signs that you see on the motorways in fun rhyming couplets. So I'm going to think up some.
I'd love to. I've never driven in America, or have I?
You can overtake on both sides of the road, which is slightly disconcerting, both lanes.
Can you?
I mean,
you can
people
undertake.
Yeah, I mean, people do that in Britain, but it's illegal in Britain, whereas it's not illegal over here.
Oh, okay, fair enough. What else you been doing? What else been going on out there?
Well, I have decided I've found myself becoming more American, and I even which I was slightly horrified myself with, and I say that with love, America. But I ordered something in a restaurant the other day and said, "May I get?" as opposed to "Please, may I have?" So I need to come back pretty soon.
What's wrong with that?
What?
May I get? It's can I get, isn't it? Can I get?
Well,
may I have? May I have?
Please, may I have?
What's wrong with may? It's not. Is it bad? Apparently, your grammar were wrong the other week as well. I should have corrected you.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. As I've said, it sometimes is. No. May is fine with anything because can. Of course, you can do anything. May is the right verb in that instance, but I don't think may is a verb. But anyway, it's the get word. Please, may I have? Not please, can I get? Or may I get? Can I get? Ugh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we didn't like that. Anyway, enough about me. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I've not seen you in ages. I'm missing you. You can tell you're away because you didn't reply to my email. I don't know if this was.
I don't think I've seen your email.
Oh, there you go. Standards are slipping. I actually sent. I need yours and Mikey's order for Henley Festival. You've not replied to me, so
I think you'll find I have.
Have you? What did you? Are you? What you going for?
I just clicked the link.
I'm being pestered here. Are you having the chicken to start?
No, I'm having. Was that an option?
What were you having?
I can't remember. The vegetarian, I think.
You having a vegetarian? Have you replied?
I have replied. Somebody else may not have done.
Okay. What, has Mikey not replied?
No, I'll get onto it.
Okay.
I mean, it's in July.
Yeah, I know, but the order's got to be in, hasn't it?
Gosh, it's like going to a wedding, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Okay. I will post haste get onto that.
Okay, promise.
Pinky promise.
Because it's not like you to let things slip.
I'm sorry, I've just been launching a book.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I need your order for it. What were we going to say to you? Yeah, it's been good. It's been a busy week. I've not seen you. When was the last time I seen you? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I was filming that TV show last week. So
how did it go?
It was fun. Yeah, I can't say what it is. It'll all be announced soon. But it was good fun. Like long days because I was obviously getting up early and getting home at like 9-10 o'clock at night.
Oh.
But I was like sleeping in. Yeah.
Bless you. And do you think do you know how you've done in the show?
I know how I've done. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can you let me know after this how you've done?
I will. I've met some genuinely some new friends. I've met such good friends. Like, you know, when you meet people and you like stay in touch or you go on holiday, there's people there's one friendship I've made with someone that you would never put us together. It's a bit like me and you. I've met some real good friends. One of the people, because I had to sit next to him, like at school, got split up with them, moved us apart from each other because we were giggling constantly.
Oh my word!
Yeah.
Do you know, I've never actually watched the show that you're going to be on, so I shall enjoy watching it. I hopefully won't get too into it because it won't be on next year, but I'll enjoy watching this year's series.
It will be. Thank you very much. It will be.
God, I've just had a horrible thought.
What?
You and I are doing the wheel together in a few weeks' time. That's going to be the last. That's going to be the last time they ever book me. I'm
why-
literally doing it sat next to you.
Did you say, William, there that you've never watched the show that Jordan appeared in?
He hasn't appeared in previous series. No.
You've never seen Naked Attraction?
It's funny to come to, kids. Yeah, I'm on Naked
Yeah.
Attraction. Yeah.
Next stop, Cloner Willie.
And the weirdest part is when it comes up to my knees, William will be like, there's Jordan.
I wouldn't be.
Can you imagine? Imagine people watching that, their family on. And like, if that were, imagine my mum going, I think Blue's our Jaws. Yeah, it is. Yeah. No, it's like his dad. Yeah. It's like, how do people like, yeah, is that still on Naked Attraction?
Well, you clearly seem to know the format a lot better than us.
I haven't seen it for ages. I think it's still on. I know a few people that have been on it.
Do you?
I think weirdly it's just been renewed.
Yeah.
So I think probably it is filming around now.
A gym I used to go to in Preston, there was a lad in there that was on Naked Attraction. And I don't know why.
Did you
'cause he
recognise the face?
I did, yeah. But he always stunk at the gym.
Oh.
Like, yeah. And then he was on Naked Attraction. But yeah,
Right,
it was
okay.
it was a mad week last week, but I've missed you. I've not seen you.
Well, I'll be back. I'll be back next week.
There's another Channel 4 show that someone actually that I went to school with was on. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's called Open House. Have you heard of it?
Oh, is this about the swingers?
It's like where committed couples go to this house and then they basically like experiment with a third.
Oh.
Really?
Or like experiment with another couple or something like
Who was
that.
the person you went to school
Well, I'm
with?
not going to say that.
Well, if he's been on telly.
Yeah, exactly. He's waived all anonymity.
Yeah.
I'm actually not sure on his name either.
But you went to school with him?
Yeah.
And are you still in touch?
Well, since the show.
Is Cat with him now or
Cat-
something?
No, it was me, Kat, and my guy from
Oh,
school.
right. Oh, okay.
Cat was-
Imagine that. Imagine turning up at a swingers party and it was someone you knew.
I think that would be quite off-putting, depending on who it was.
Yeah. Anyway, Open House. Have you watched that Virgin Island as well? Have you been watching that?
Is that with Richard Branson?
Yeah, Channel 4. No, it's on Channel 4. It's about loads of virgins on an island. It's basically like when we first met, you could easily have got on there.
Well, if it's a good job I'm not in the same room because I'd have absolutely kicked you under the table.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. No, okay. Well, I'll watch. I mean, I think I've watched a similar film on the internet, but I'll watch that on TV.
Quick one for you. I think we might have done this years and years ago on the episodes, but where are we, Etiquette expert, on blessing strangers?
Literally, someone asked me this question yesterday at the book event.
Someone in the gym changing room sneezed, and I blessed him. To be fair, it was quite a camp bless you. I'll give you that, because I don't know why. And then he looked uncomfortable. He was drying his bollocks at the time. Well, he was in his, you know where they put that the boxes on under the towel scuffle thing.
Yeah.
So is it all right? It's because I just thought I was being polite. He went, chew. And I went, oh, bless you. Didn't say
I thought you said it was a camp one.
bless you. I went, oh, bless you. What you like?
Yeah, I mean, if you're relatively close, if it's a reflex, I think a lot of people do it out of reflex because it's just what you do, and whether you know them or you don't know them, it's just what we do. There is an argument that no one has to say bless you at all for anything, because obviously you used to do that because supposedly if you sneeze during the Black Death, your soul was leaving the body because you're about to die, basically, which is why they said bless you as a sort of you're about to die, so bless your soul. And hopefully most people, even during pandemics, aren't about to collapse.
So you can do it. You think it's fine?
I think it's okay if you say it as a reflex, but I probably wouldn't go around blessing too many strangers.
So, yeah, if they do it on a train or something.
If you're
judge
sitting
it.
next to them, fair enough.
Yeah, you don't want it to be inappropriate, do you?
It's
And
look, it's not harming anyone.
In the same gym, there's always loads of doors to get through. Do you say thank you to a person at every door? You know, when
No,
they hold the door over. So honestly, you go for about 4 double doors, you go, thanks, cheers, thanks, and then you do the...
No, I do it
I
for
believe
every
they call
other
it
door.
the white boy smile. I just go... Is that proper?
That's a smile without your teeth for those listening.
They call it...
Yeah,
I think it's called-
well, tight-lipped smile is what we'd call it in body language class.
It's like the
Women do the tight lip smile when you
when
you
you're
ask,
nearby.
when you ask a woman their opinion on someone, and they might go, "Yes, she's very nice," and then they'll do a tight lip smile as if to go, "I've got thoughts, but I'm not going to go into them."
They go like that. They go, yeah, yeah. So is what? Do you have to say thank you every time they hold the door for you?
No, every other door.
Every other door.
Yeah, you can smile and acknowledge each time, but I don't think you need to say thank you every time, especially when the doors are in quick succession.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, was Diego there? I just heard a little.
I'm here, babes. I can hear you. It's New York. I've always wanted to go there. I've always wanted to go. My mummy and daddy have been, but obviously I just get left with the sitters. I believe the park's very good. What's it like, that big park, Willie? Have you been there?
Central Park, yes, it's
Yeah,
lovely.
that's the one. Yeah, it's good for dogging, apparently. Yeah.
There are, oh my God, I've seen so many corgis in Central Park. I have adored
Didn't
it.
know what you were going to say then.
Oh, have you actually? Oh, I love a good corgi. Anyone's for me. Keep your eye up. Keep your eye peeled for me, Willie. Yeah, any corgis for me, babe.
Diego and a corgi is not going to work on so many levels.
Oh, it's all right. I can take it.
Although Mikey wants a whippet and I want a corgi, so maybe crossing Diego with the corgi is the way forward.
We'd have beautiful babies. We would. Obviously, he's got to be big and strong and handsome. An American. Ooh, an American corgi. Get right up my street. I'll see you in that Central Park. Oh, I'll be like George Michael, me in that park. All right, Diego. Oh, God. Bloody hell.
Bless you. Oh, I mean, do I even bother saying this every time this happens? But on the flight on the way out, more VIG&DIVA's flight crew.
Of course, BA.
Yeah.
Did you expect a free drink?
No,
Yes.
I did not expect a free drink.
Yes, you did.
I actually turned down all alcohol on that flight.
We're going to fall out here.
Anyway, Ben, thank you very much. And Tom as well at British Airways, so thank you.
They love you. It's you that they love.
No, let's not
No,
start competition.
it is. Because every time I get on a plane, they go, "Is William here today?" I'm like, William's not going to be flying to Alicante, is he? Have a day off.
Oh, I hope I can say this, but Self-Shoot Alex, who's on holiday and has flown into Alicante today, sent me a message to say on his flight he had booked a special seat with extra legroom. He turns up on the plane, and there's a guy sitting in a seat, and he sort of says, "Oh, hi, I think this might be my seat," and the guy just goes, "I've got deep vein thrombosis," and refuses point blank to move. And Alex went, "Well, you're not wearing flight socks." It's a flight to Alicante. You're not going to get DVT from Manchester to Alicante. Thank you very much.
And Alex is so nice. I bet he just...
Yeah, Alex just went and sat in the other guy's seat, and he'd paid for that. I would have been so cross. I think Alex was too nice. I've told him.
What is deep vein thrombosis?
Well, I'm not
That's
an
what it
aviation. I'm not an aviation geek, but I do believe the modern planes you're less likely to get it now because of the air pressure, and they've changed the system. But normally it's on long haul, and if you are static for too long and you're a bit old, generally it can happen to younger people. It's sort of your blood vessels swell or something. I think.
Oh. I always thought it was something to do with anal.
Start the car.
Anyway.
Any more? It's just a bit awkward.
Well, it does sound it. Deep vein. It does, doesn't it?
Can I give you deep vein thrombosis?
Oh, I'd rather lick my own ass. Thank you very much.
I'm sure you
right.
would. Make your life a lot easier.
What's that meant to mean? Why is it taking a weird turn? Do you know what?
You said deep
You
vein
brought up
thrombosis.
anal.
It's like anal.
Can I just say, it's been a very nice, calming atmosphere in the studio.
Oh, here we go.
Jordan,
Yeah, we're missing, yeah, but it's different, and for the it'll be boring next week, but we love you, but it's been nice today.
right, fine, but I can stay over here.
I'm joking. We've actually all said how quiet it is. I'm actually joking. We're all missing you. It's not the same, is it? Is it? Is it?
No.
There you go. We're actually all missing you.
No, bless you. Well, I wish I could say the same. Shall we go on? I'm joking. Shall we go on to your jolly joke of the week?
We shall. Can you stop holding that microphone like Noel Gallagher, please? Yeah, right. It's Noel Gallagher here. Who's this posh twat you're with? Podcast.
Shall we have a jingle?
Yes, please. Fire the jingle.
If you like a chap who's cheeky and northern, you're in for a treat with our Jordan. And if a giggle is what you seek, you're sure to love Jordan's jolly joke of the week.
If sex for 3 people is a threesome and the 2 persons is a twosome, I'll tell you the punchline after the break. All right then, G&Divas, this week's jolly joke is from Victor Ong.
Lovely. Nice name.
It says, if sex for 3 people is a threesome and 2 persons is a twosome, no wonder you're called handsome so often. Did you like that one?
That's quite funny. It was a thinker. You had to think about it.
You do like a thinker, don't you?
I do. I
He's
say
called
to Mikey, oh, I like a brain job. That's my favourite type of activity.
A brain job?
I do.
What is that?
A brain job is where you have stimulus for the brain.
What sort of stimulus?
I come home and I say, I fancy a brain job.
And so we job.
Put on an episode of Only Connect, and there we go. 30 minutes and we're finished. Yes. It's true as I'm sitting on this
30
elephant.
minutes?
Well, that's how long Only Connect is.
Jordan's looking for more jokes. I'm just filling whilst he...
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. I cracked the code.
Well, we'll just have one jolly joke of the week this week, shall we?
God.
Yeah, if that's made you laugh. Yeah?
Yeah, end
All
on
right.
a high.
Now it's time for your questions and dilemmas. Remember, if you need our help with something, then get in touch. You can send your tales of trepidation to help@sexandmyboss.com. You can DM us. We're at sexandmyboss on the socials. Or you can write to William, who in the fullness of time promises a handwritten reply on one of our luxury greeting cards with executive self-seal envelopes. The address is on the website, sexandmyboss.com. We're missing you, Willie. Come back.
Bless you. Can you smell me from a distance? Because I also last night at this event I was doing, which I may have mentioned, what lovely G&Diva, I think she was called Hanifa from the top of my head. Anyway, she was doing the signing. I said, "Oh my gosh, your perfume is gorgeous. It's lovely, really, really nice." And she stayed right back at the end and insisted she had it with her. It was a particular brand. She insisted I took it with me. So. I thought I'd spritz myself in it because it's so nice.
Yeah, it's nice, that. Let's have another one. Yeah.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Muscat, suture. Yeah, really nice, that.
I wouldn't call it musky. I'd call it quite floral and relatively feminine, but, you know.
Jordan's feeling so proud of himself that he just went up to the camera to sniff William from afar.
And I went,
when you were younger, you'd always talk about sniff-o-vision.
Yeah,
smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision.
Yeah, and then do you not remember those
Sniff-o-vision.
magazines to do with a TV show? Am I making this up?
And you peel it back and it would smell
and
like
sniffed it
farts or
as it was
something.
on telly or something. Wasn't that a thing? Have I made that up? Anyone
You're
else?
obsessed with smells.
Who, me?
The whole country.
No,
Maybe the whole world.
Oh, yeah. I'm a bit obsessed with Jo Malone. Because she's got a real strong sense. She fascinates me, Jo Malone. She did a really good interview with Times a couple of weeks ago on a photo class. Sunday Times magazine.
How lovely.
Yeah. And I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Best ever Desert Island Disc I've listened to is Jo Malone.
Okay.
And William Boyd, the author. That was a good one as well.
I like Jo Malone's products, but I'm a bit over her. I'm a bit post Malone now.
Very good.
Oh, it's joke of the week.
And
we should have a jingle
and
for
she
that.
doesn't have anything to do with Jo Malone now. It's Joe Loves, which is
Jo
just
Loves,
as good.
yeah.
Yeah, some very nice scented candles on there. Anyway.
All right. I'm sure they'll send you some freebies if you keep going on about it.
No, I won't. I don't need freebies from Joe Loves. I just think Joe Loves is really good.
Shameless. This first one is from...
Is that Mikey getting out of the shower?
It's not Mikey. This first one is from Jerry. Hello, Jordan, William, producer Ben and Diego. What is the proper etiquette for use of the washing machine between 2 tenants, one renting the main floor and the other renting the basement suite in a rental house? Rental suite, this is probably an American. These are separate dwellings with separate tenants. The upstairs tenants often put their laundry in the washing machine and leave it there for up to 36 hours. I patiently get frustrated waiting for them to take their laundry out. I've started emptying the washer myself, putting their wet laundry into the laundry hamper so I can use the machine. I then take my own laundry out when I'm done. It apparently doesn't faze them. Should I ask them to be respectful and remove their laundry in a timely manner, or should I just continue taking it out when I need to use the washer? P.S. I've texted them in the past asking them to move their laundry, only to find out via reply that they've gone away for the weekend. From Jerry, a Canadian VIG&DIVA. Oh, I was nearly right.
Okay, I used to have this problem all the time at uni. I think it's fine to take, if you're sharing a washing machine, take someone else's laundry out and put it in like a bag. Or even if you're feeling nice, hang it up from, put it on a clothes horse. If you're feeling nice, you don't have to. Don't ever put it in a dryer, because some people like me don't like anything in a dryer.
Well, you can also damage the stuff if you are not reading the care label for each one.
If there's a clothes horse nearby, if possible, you can. But if not, just shove it into one of the big IKEA bags. They make a great laundry bag, don't they? Them big IKEA bags on there. But also, as somebody who often leaves laundry in, I put it in and then forget about it.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I do it all the time. It's one of my biggest downfalls, I'd say, living with me. So I'm told. There's many.
Yeah, yes. Also, leaving laundry there for 36 hours, even if it was your own washing machine, it's going to stink after
you'll smell
36
feisty.
hours.
You'll
Why are
smell
these people
feisty.
putting it in, especially
No,
if
I
they're going
agree.
away? So, Jerry, I think what you're doing is absolutely fine. I like Jordan's suggestion. Hang it up for them if you want to, or put it on a clothes horse. Or, to be honest, if they go away all the time, it sounds like they do, take theirs out, put yours in. When that comes back, switch them back over. They'll probably never know.
Go on, Ben.
I mean, that's a bit unhinged, William. Isn't it?
How is that unhinged?
Taking it out and then putting it back in again. Who's got time for that? Anyway, what I was going to say was...
I mean, sorry, I'm not asking you to run a marathon. It takes about 30 seconds, love.
Yeah, but why would you put it back into the machine? That's like so passive-aggressive.
Well, I don't think it's passive-aggressive.
Well, anyway.
VIG&DIVA, let us know who you agree with.
Yeah. This letter was addressed to me, so I can respond here. But I was talking to my...
That's how it works, is it?
Yeah, it is. I was talking to my team. I don't know if this is just something that like everyone knows about, but they seemed very shocked by it.
Team.
Sorry, your team? Who the hell's this?
The Stoke City football team.
He often likes to tell Izzy that he's her boss, which I always think if your boss says I'm your boss, it means
You're not.
it says a lot about your boss. If you've got to be reminded by your boss that they're your boss.
That's absolutely...
Says something about your leadership qualities. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, well, you've told me you're the boss before. There's a feature on your washing machine that you can delay the start time of your wash.
Can, yeah.
And people don't seem to know this, that if you want, you can plan ahead and be like, right, after overnight is a classic. You do save money on your energy bills as well, I believe, just to be a bit Martin Lewis about it. But crucially, if I'm going out for a dog walk, maybe I'm going to walk around Hackney, enjoy a flat white or two, I'm going to delay it for a couple of hours. So by the time I'm home, it's freshly washed and it immediately comes out of the washing machine.
He has got a point. It's also good for if you put it in before work and put it on like a delayed timer. Then it'll just be finished when you get back from work, so it's not been in stinking all day. It is very...
Obviously, William wouldn't know about that work tip because he never works a full day in his life.
Now, I've had a few DMs and we've all been a bit snarky at each other of late. And can I just say, I don't read the comments, but the DMs I do sometimes read. We do love each other, and we are all good friends here, but let's stop being snarky, all right?
Which
friends?
is why I chose not to say anything after Ben's very helpful washing machine tip.
Okay, right.
This is from Anon. Dear William Jordan et al., Ben, you're not mentioned. About 6 months ago, I was heading off to a work conference with my incredibly sexy boss. Maybe it's about Ben. Normally, I don't worry.
If your boss has to tell you that they're sexy, then there's something really wrong there.
I mean, if your boss tells you they're sexy, call HR. Normally, I don't worry much about tidying things up down there. Oh, lovely. But I figured something might happen on the trip, so I decided on a bit of bush trimming. Off I went to buy some home waxing strips. The day before my flight, I got home, headed straight to the bathroom and got to work. Unfortunately, very little hair came off, and a lot of wax stayed behind. Everything was stuck together, and it was a disaster. The instructions said to use baby oil to remove the excess wax. I had none. But then I remembered my Ocado order had just delivered some fancy extra virgin olive oil. Desperate, I started slathering it on my nether regions.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's when the doorbell rang. It was a parcel I needed for the trip, so I had no choice. My hands and bush were covered in olive oil, and I was stark naked. I threw on my bathrobe and ran to the door. As I went to take the parcel from the delivery guy, it slipped right out of my hand from all the oil. I panicked and blurted out that I was in the middle of cooking. Wearing a bathrobe, no less. He gave me a very odd look and quickly left. So my question is, what is the etiquette when answering the door for your delivery driver while naked and covered in extra virgin olive oil? P.S. Nothing happened on the trip and I stayed extra virgin. I later found out the waxing kit came with oil wipes the whole time. At least I'll know better for when we go away this year. Anon. Well, I've got many things to say, including why are you trying to sleep with your boss? Because I think that's an accident. That's a drama waiting to happen, and I don't think you need to go there whilst you're still employed by that company.
Yeah, try and avoid sleeping with your boss. We always say that as a rule of thumb, don't we?
We do, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, but also I don't think you need to say anything. I think you were projecting your own insecurities on that delivery driver, and he probably didn't think anything, and he's probably seen worse.
I was just going to say, delivery drivers have seen it all. They have seen it all. Do you know as well that a lot of the delivery drivers know where your packages come from? You know, when you scan it.
I do know this because you said it last week.
Yeah, it was on. We had
On Capital.
A DHD. What are they called? DHD driver.
DPD.
DP. I beg your pardon.
Have you ever been DPD'd?
DPD, and he's like, so when you scan it, it says it'll scan to the address, but it'll say come from Love Honey, so they all know.
Why are you looking at Izzy?
I'm not looking at Izzy at all. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at Zelf. I'm just saying, so when you order something from Clone or Willie, they'll know it's from there.
Or just from Burnley.
Yeah.
Before we get on to this one from Kate, tell me about the podcast show, which I wasn't speaking at this year because they said they're only getting the B category speakers.
We need to explain what the podcast show is, because it's a bit of an industry thing, and it's a
it's a
conference.
show about
I get
podcasts.
I get that it's an industry thing, but our listeners aren't thick. It's a show about. It's a big conference.
It's a conference. It's not a show. It's a conference.
It's a conference where loads of people from podcasts go, and I went to on behalf of Global to launch our new Capital Breakfast podcast. After
Congratulations on once again being by podcast.
And
First episode now available, I believe. It just came out on Saturday.
It is now available with me and Chris and Shad. VIG&DIVA, if you want to listen to it, it's on Global Player. Anyway, basically, Ben just came after me. As soon as I walked off stage, just came in and went in on me.
I'm sorry.
And so explain, Ben.
Well, I was at the podcast show professionally with my team. And
Stop saying team.
And I was sort of doing a lot of conversations, doing a lot of business, all the deals. You know me, very like that. And I didn't get to go to many of the sort of the events, the sort of talks and the panels and things, which always makes me a bit sad. But luckily, my diary allowed, and I hadn't known otherwise. Lots of people told me that Jordan was there because he obviously hadn't told anyone within our team. So I hurried on over and was about 15 minutes late, I believe, to the talk. So unfortunately only caught the second half, which was enough to send me to sleep anyway. And as soon as I arrive, literally, Jordan starts talking about how much he loves working with brands and how he's brought all of the lessons he's learned from being on the Capital Breakfast show over the last 12 months over to Help I Sexted My Boss. So I guess, to be fair, this is probably a good opportunity. I hope you've got your glass in your hand, William, to raise a toast to Jordan quickly again for bringing all those lessons that he's learned.
I do love working with brands.
From Capital Breakfast onto the podcast. So thank you. It was really nice to see Jordan and Chris.
Thank you.
And Callum, their exec producer, a competent exec producer.
All right, there you go.
In the words of the late Her Majesty the Queen, recollections may vary. Well, it sounds like I missed a fantastic event, but was it recorded? Can I watch it back at any point?
You probably would watch it back as well. No,
yes,
let's move on.
I would.
Do another.
Do another one. This one is.
Did I ever tell you that? By the way, some people. I think I've talked about it before, but right when I post, I don't post much on social media and stuff anyway. I just reshare the podcast. I don't really watch anything. I can't watch myself on. Tell you stuff like someone found it weird that I don't really watch the posts and that I reshare. Do you find that weird?
Not particularly.
No, I
it's
just
fine.
Maybe if you started watching yourself on telly, then you wouldn't get cancelled as much.
Yeah, true. I could maybe pick up. Oh, I can't think. Honestly, this is how much I hate listening back and watching myself. I would rather have a season ticket at Ewood Park than watch myself on the telly. Genuinely.
Oh,
That I couldn't think of anything worse. Anyway.
This one is from Kate. Dear William, Jordan and team. Ben's team, presumably. Ben's team, presumably just Diego. I'm reaching out to consult William, the oracle of all things etiquette and good hosting, as Google has been supremely unhelpful in solving my current dilemma. I recently hosted a luxury intimate dinner party. However, one of the guests informed me on the day that they wouldn't be able to attend, leaving us with 5 for dinner. This sparked quite the debate between me and my partner and me, about the correct way to set a rectangular table for 5 guests. I've been there. Should one person sit at each end of the table with 2 guests along the long side and 1 along the other, or should you seat 2 guests along each long side and place 1 person at the head of the table, leaving the opposite end empty? My partner and I have strongly opposing views on this matter, but we've agreed to abide by William's ruling, whatever it may be. Thank you for your help, and please do keep up the fantastic work. The podcast is a highlight of my week and a trusty companion when I'm travelling. Warm regards, Kate.
I'm going to hand this one over to William because this is your area of expertise. Me personally, I wouldn't get worried about something like that, but this is something that would worry you, I know, wouldn't it?
Totally. I mean, I'm going to tell this story because I think the statute of limitations has passed, but Chairman Emeritus Stewart, before he became Chairman Emeritus Stewart, back in the day, in Manchester when we were just friends and not colleagues, he pulled out last minute of a dinner party, and I announced that he was socially dead to me. And for years...
You'd fallen out.
Well, not fallen out. I just said, right, if you've cancelled 1 too many times. And so I have thus had to do 5 at a dinner party because of Stuart's pulling out. So I have been there. Obviously, Stuart and I are very close now, and all is forgiven, clearly. But yeah, I would probably do 2, 2, and then 1 at the head, and just have no one at the other head, and put the candelabra or whatever down that end.
It's a dining table setting, not anything else, William.
No, yeah.
What? 2 on each side and 1 at the end?
Right. This is the only time you'll ever talk formations with William. So, how would you do it? 2,
2, 2,
4,
1.
4, 2.
Not 4, 4, 2. Not 4, 4, 2,
not
mate.
4, 4,
no.
2. Diamond formation, or do you have 1 at the back? How would you? A sweeper? How would you?
A sweep? What?
Oh, yeah. I'd love to see sweepers in football nowadays. It's a pet ball, proper sweepers and wingers. You never see that anymore.
Sorry, is the connection glitching?
No. I'm just talking football. Yeah.
Right. Well, thanks. 2 on each side, and then put the sort of the centerpiece or whatever down the other head or end of the table, just sort of to mask that is what I do.
Who's got a candelabra? We're not. What's his name? Who's that guy?
Liberace.
Liberace. Yeah.
Oh, I love candelabra. I've only got 2.
What was the Liberace film called?
Behind the candelabra.
Yeah, I thought it was. It was class, that, with Matt Damon.
And who's married to Catherine Zeta-Jones? Michael Douglas.
Yeah, he was brilliant. He played him, weren't he?
Yeah, and Rob Lowe's in it, and it's hilarious in it because it sort of parodies Rob Lowe's love of Botox and facial procedures. I can't talk, but I'll probably look like Rob Lowe eventually.
It's a good film. Anyway, go on, let's do another dilemma.
This dilemma is from Juliet. Hi, William, Jordan and team. I was born with a condition that causes my joints to dislocate very easily. When I was 16, I had surgery to stop my knee from dislocating, as it was happening 20 times a day. Before being allowed home after the operation, I had to prove I could go up and down the stairs. A physiotherapist stood behind me with her hands on my waist to guide me as I was in a full leg cast. While walking up the stairs, I let out a loud fart. Not earth-shattering, but definitely audible. I was absolutely mortified. Neither of us said a word. We just carried on in painful silence. Now, at the age of 47, I'm preparing for spinal surgery, and all I can think about is the potential repeat of that moment. So I need to ask, what is the etiquette for accidentally farting in your physiotherapist's face? Thank you, boys, for being you and adding humour to my pain-filled days. With love, Juliet.
Oh, Juliet, thank you. And I hope the pain's not too bad at the moment of you listening. I'm sending you all our love. Thank you. Don't worry about that fart in front of physiotherapists. You often probably think of that way more than they do. So,
yes.
And they'll do it all the time. I've seen video. In fact, my algorithm's throwing that up at the moment girls in yoga and farting and stuff, which sounds a bit weird saying it out loud.
My algorithm throws up people in downward dog as well.
Yeah. But, like when physios are doing it and girls, don't worry. If you've got more to worry about than farting after spinal surgery and physio. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, I find farts funny. There's like top doorbell trumps and stuff.
Oh, I was talking about your book with my literary agent BB, who's over here, and I
don't need you selling my book.
I'm going to show you. I didn't sell it, but yeah, I brought it up, and your "Why Farts Are Always Funny" chapter caused much amusement over cocktails yesterday.
Oh, you fucking snob!
No!
With your bloody New York literacy agents going, oh, that sounds awful. Oh my God, you want to do a book on farts? Why are you with this guy? Let's have another drink and laugh at your friend.
Right, for a start.
Did you tell her that I've gone viral with net curtains? No, you didn't. So tell her to piss off.
Right, for a start, she's British, and no, she's.
Hi, Joey. Go on.
No. We were saying that very much you absolutely should do a book. Potentially shouldn't have a chapter in it called "Why Farts Are Always Funny," but no, she was
hindsight.
In hindsight, maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe you could put it in a book, but maybe not in a pitch.
Yeah. Does she think I should do a book?
She does, yes.
Oh, send them an email.
Yeah, I will do.
Yeah. Okay.
She's got your number. We've all got your number.
I love the thought of being a writer, but the actual thought of sitting down.
Jordan,
and writing,
you are a Sunday Times bestselling author.
Well, yes, I know that, but the actual thought of sitting down and writing, because I've got loads of cardigans.
You're halfway there, really.
Well, I would. I love the thought of me having my cardigan, rolling my sleeves up, making a big coffee, and writing my thoughts for the day. But my books are shit.
No, they're not shit.
No, the writing I did.
No, Jordan, I stand by the fact we read bits of it out on our tour last year. Bits of it were really good. It is just that chapter called "Why Farts Are Really Funny."
Well, I just thought
it's amusing.
Look, I don't. Yeah, thank you. Well, it's nice of you to mention me to your literacy agents.
Literary.
He's changed. Now he's out having cocktails with literary agents and stuff. Moving to West London next.
I wouldn't say I've changed. I think I've always been a twat.
Oh no, you're not a twat. You're a twit, and you're all.
Is that any
and
better?
you're our twit. And I always say this about you: we can have a pop at each other, but I won't let anyone else have a pop at you.
Oh, stop it! You're going to make me cry.
I wouldn't. You're not a twat. Don't say that.
Back at you. I love you dearly. A final one is from Anonymous.
Oh, Cocktails Lounge is now going to be called the Drinks Room. Drinks Lounge.
Why did you just call it a sitting room like everyone else?
Yeah, I'm joking. I wanted to. We're not calling it that. Anyway, go on.
The Red Room. A final one from Anonymous. Dear William Jordan.
I've just had Greg's for lunch. It's repeating. Repeat.
Jordan brought sushi in.
I did not. They're winding you up.
Greg's have got a new range of sushi, apparently.
I've had Greg's for lunch.
Greg's Mackie Roll range.
I had a Greg's. They're winding you up.
To be fair, I could see Greg's doing that. You could do a little bit of sort of pork meat in between some rice.
And if they ever do, you know where we are. Jordan's got loads of ideas.
Loads of ideas for brands. A final one from Anonymous. Dear William, Jordan and team, for Christmas this year, I received a set of fairly expensive pasta bowls from my parents, a set I had been eyeing for quite some time. The other day, my boyfriend and I had a minor argument about him not wanting to do the washing up. He eventually stomped off to do it, clearly in a huff. From the next room, I could hear him crashing around, muttering under his breath until I heard an inevitable smash.
The pasta bowl.
He finished the washing up and said nothing. I later discovered the shards of my beloved pasta bowl in the bin. He did apologise for his attitude, but he said nothing about the bowl. Eventually, I asked if he planned to replace it. He said yes, but unsurprisingly, I've heard nothing since. This isn't the first time he's broken something of mine, and to be honest, he's never replaced anything he's damaged. So, what's the best way forward? Should I confront him properly? Ask again? Or am I just being petty and should accept that accidents happen? Thank you very much. Anonymous.
First of all, why is he kicking off about washing up? Is he a boyfriend or a teenager?
Yeah,
I I hate washing up. It's the worst chore, washing up and putting washing away, but it's got to be done, hasn't it? I don't know. If you've not cooked, if your other half's cooked, you do the washing up. It's the rules, isn't it?
Yes.
So first and foremost, yeah.
Mikey and I sometimes do the washing up together. One washes, one dries, and we make it fun. We put on a musical and sing along.
We put a little timer on sometimes on your phone of like, right, I've got a blitz kitchen in 10 minutes. Do you do that as well, Ben? And then you blitz as much as you can in 10 minutes because otherwise you'll be there for, and you make it fun. Put a podcast on or a thingy.
Yeah. But no, the fact I would, I mean, can I say this, Anonymous? The fact that he is breaking numerous things of yours, supposedly accidentally, doesn't matter whether it's accidental or I would hope not deliberate, and then not replacing them.
Yeah, he should.
And not even acknowledging that he's broken them. Can I say the words red flag?
No, it's not a red flag, but he should replace them.
Well, why don't you break something of his and not bother to replace it?
When our Brads came to mine, he was putting a...
he broke your light, didn't he?
He broke my light. No, that was my nephew. He broke my light.
Nephew, sorry.
Brad's broke a vase, a glass, all sorts. I got him sippy cup with his name on when he next comes.
Like Elizabeth in Keeping Up Appearances.
He's like that. Yeah. Oh God, do I make him feel nervous? Like Hyacinth?
Oh my God, you've become Hyacinth Bouquet.
No, I haven't.
You're there with your little sippy cup, so he doesn't drop your Royal Doulton with
Come
a
through to the cocktail lounge, William. Come through. Putting my brochures on for all the latest cruises and going on.
Your brochures.
And brochures. Come through. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, there's another podcast you could host if you want to do a third.
Yeah. Tell your boyfriend to not get attitude on about washing up and just say, I think you need to start. I want you to play. Just get on at him. So I want you to replace that pasta bowl. Thank you very much.
I wouldn't say I want you to, but you could say, look, I would really appreciate if I really like those pasta bowls. I mean, there's a whole discussion here about whether you should eat from bowls or not, but we'll do that another time.
What do you mean? It's a pasta bowl. You have pasta in it. It's for pasta.
I'll do this next week. Please, someone write down bowls, and we'll talk about that. It was a matter of hot discussion at the Strand book event last night as well. And bowls.
Sounds absolutely.
It's a great event. Great event. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I would sort of push for replacement bowls, and I do think it's whether you live with someone, whether you're in a relationship or you are living with them sort of platonically. If you break something of theirs, you absolutely replace it.
Thank you for your questions and dilemmas. Remember, you can listen and watch every Tuesday and Friday. And in the next episode, we hear your suggestions for what should be given a royal sexted warrant. Oh, yeah, we talked about that, didn't we, a few weeks ago? And some of your more unusual names when talking about your underwear as well. Different names for underwear. What do you call your underwear?
Well, I don't wear any. That's a joke.
No, it's all happening now. You're down there in New York.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
No, I call them my underwear.
Okay.
Spade to spade and all that.
Goodbye. Goodbye from New York.
I don't know what they say goodbye in New York.
What time is it over there?
It's 9 o'clock.
Oh, in the morning?
Yes.
Oh, really? Have you made your own bed there and everything there?
The bottom half. I've done the bottom. I'll do the top later.
We will see you on Friday.
Bye.